Welcome to the topic polymers and their monomers from HS second year syllabus, and here I will provide complete list, easy tricks and ways to remember. At first, it is important to know that polymers are actually made up of repeating structural units which are known as monomers. These monomers are linked to each other by covalent bonds, and after linking, these monomers together constitute a huge molecule which is the final polymer. Based on the types of the constituting monomers, we will come across two types of polymers, and one is homopolymers, which is made up of the same monomeric units, which means that the same kind of monomeric units get linked together by covalent bonds to form the homopolymers. Here is the list of all the homopolymers along with their monomeric units, which are mentioned in the NCERT textbook. On the left is the list of the homopolymers, and against them, their constituent monomeric units are mentioned. Now we will learn some easy tricks to remember the monomers of the respective polymers. If we look closely at this list, we will realize that most of the polymers have their names with poly added as prefix to the names of their respective monomers. We can see that the monomer of polyethylene is ethene, polyvinyl chloride is phenyl chloride, polyacrylonitrile is acrylonitrile, polypropene is propene, and polystyrene is styrene. As we don't face any problem while remembering these monomers, so let's remove them from the list and see what we are left with. What remains are these four polymers with mismatched name of their monomers. The monomer of neoprene is chloroprene, and we can link N from neoprene with N from chlorine. The monomer of Teflon is tetrafluoroethene, and the word Teflon is just like the short form of the word tetrafluoroethene. The monomer of the polymer nylon 6 is caprolactam, and here we can relate the shape of the number 6 with the letter C. Finally, for the polymer natural rubber, the monomer is isoprene, and it should not be confused with the monomer of neoprene, which is chloroprene. Now let's look at the second type of polymers, which is known as copolymer. These polymers are made up of two different monomeric units. This means for each copolymer, we have to remember two different monomers. Here is the list of all the copolymers which are provided in NCERT textbook. The first copolymer is nylon 6,6. Its two monomers are hexamethylene diamine and adipic acid. Now let's see how we can easily remember this information. We should keep in mind that whenever we see the word nylon, the polymer will contain the two groups, NH2 that is amine group and COOH that is carboxylic acid group. Moreover, here we see that it is nylon 6,6 because both the monomers of nylon 6,6 have 6 carbon atoms in its structure. The next copolymer is Buna S, and its monomers are 1,3-butadiene and styrene. Here the term Buna stands for 1,3-butadiene and the letter S stands for styrene. Similarly, for Buna N, the term Buna stands for 1,3-butadiene and the letter N stands for acrylonitrile. For the next polymer Terylene, the monomers are terephthalic acid and ethylene glycol. Here the term teri is derived from the word terephthalic, and the term lene stands for ethylene. The polymer constituted by phenol and formaldehyde is bakelite, and the monomers of glyptal are ethylene glycol and phthalic acid. Again here, gly comes from the word glycol. The term tel comes from the word phthalic. The next copolymer is nylon 2, nylon 6, and as there is the word nylon, so we can predict the presence of the two groups NH2 and COOH. The number 2 stands for the two carbon atoms of the molecule of glycine, and the number 6 stands for the 6 carbon atoms of a molecule of aminocaproic acid. The next copolymer is a biodegradable polymer, PHBV, which stands for polybeta-hydroxybutyrate co-beta-hydroxyvalerate. If we know the full form of PHBV, then it becomes easier for us to remember the two monomers of this copolymer. They are 3-hydroxybutanoic acid, which is beta-hydroxybutanoic acid, and 3-hydroxypentanoic acid, which is beta-hydroxyvalic acid. The last two polymers are melamine formaldehyde polymer and urea formaldehyde polymer. Specific names for these polymers have not been provided, so it's enough to remember the names of these polymers by the names of their monomers, which are melamine formaldehyde and urea formaldehyde respectively. So these were all the homopolymers and copolymers which have been mentioned in the NCERT textbook, and I hope this video will help you to remember the monomers for the respective polymers easily.
So that was all for today's topic. If the video was beneficial, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe my channel to get more such videos on simple explanations of the topics included in HS syllabus. I will be back with another video. Thanks for watching.